Namaste mera dosto, Elizabeth Tucker here. Today is 26/11, which marks the day that some Pakistani radical Islamic terrorists attacked in Mumbai. 175 people were brutally killed. The Islamic terrorists came by ocean and had planned to attack Mumbai in different groups. There was an American involved also that took all photos to gather sensitive information in order to plan the attack effectively, choosing which places to strike. His name was David Headley, and he had tricked Indians into thinking he was a pure American. He did this by taking his mother's last name instead of his father's. His father was a Pakistani Muslim and his mother was a Christian American. He had so much hate for India. Luckily for him, he also had links with Bollywood stars, including Rahul Bhatt, the son of the film director Mahesh Bhatt. Both Headley and Bhatt went to the gym in Mumbai, so we can suspect he has also met so many other Bollywood stars. It is such a shame that only 35 years of a prison sentence was his punishment. We all know that he deserved the death penalty at least. So let's take a look about what happened on 26/11.
To the terrorists positioned in Chabad House, the Jewish Learning Center at Nariman House in Mumbai, when the attacks were taking place. One of those people who were the handlers was actually the same person, the same terrorist who has now been arrested in India.
No.
Hello? Hello?
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. Hello? Go ahead and tell him that we have progress.
जी जी
आप जो चाह रहे थे वो कर रहे हैं यहाँ.
ठीक है, करें करना पड़ेगा.
Well, he says, well, go ahead and make progress. That's what you got to do.
Tell him that we contacted through the ambassador here to the government in New Delhi, and they need to have 2 more hours. They will arrange someone to call him. So tell him that as long as we do not hear reports on the news of any harm, we can continue the discussion.
लेडी साहब को बताओ कि 2 घंटा टाइम बहुत ज्यादा है.
Well, he says that 2 hours is too much. गोली वगैरह कुछ नहीं लगी है ना आपको?
जी
आपको आप तंदुरुस्त है ना, यानी आपको कोई नुकसान नहीं पहुंचा है ना, यानी आप ठीक ही है ना?
अल्लाह का शुक्र है, हम लोग ठीक है। सीना वीना गोलियां चला रहा है, लेकिन हम देख रहा है अभी उसको थोड़ा बर्दाश्त कर रहा है। अगर बात बनता है लेवी साहब को बोलो तो ठीक है, वरना हम फिर सीना को भी भून देगा और इनको भी भून देगा।
Okay, but just tell him that we're working very hard and we want to try to be helpful in the situation, and we will call him back as long as no one is harmed. It will be okay. And if he
हेलो हेलो, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। वालेकुम सलाम। क्या हाल है भाईजान? हाँ, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। क्या हाल है, दोबारा रास्ता हुआ है कोई? हाँ, अभी जस्ट 1 सेकंड पहले बंद हुआ है। तो लेवी साहब को मुतमईन किया है हमने ना। अच्छा, हाँ, अभी वो इस बात से तो टल गया है कि मेरा बादशाह ना करो। वो कहता है बस किसी का नुकसान ना हो। तो हम भी सब्र कर रहे हैं, आप भी सब्र करें, किसी कुछ ना। मैंने उनको बोला कि मैंने थप्पड़ भी नहीं मारा इनको भी। नहीं, आपसे कहना था ना कि आप तो क्या सब्र कर रहे हैं, हम पर फायर आ रहा है, क्या सब्र कर रहे हैं। अगर हमें पता चलेगा, मैं काफी देर से आपको कॉल कर रहा था, आपका नंबर बिजी था, तो आपको ना जैसे ही आप उनको महसूस करें ना कि आर्मी वाले दबाव डाल रहे हैं, सबसे पहले काम ये आपने करना है कि अपने जो ये जमाली इनसे फारिग होना है।
November 26, 2008. A man in Lahore, Pakistan receives a long-awaited text message. It says, "Turn on your television."
Just hours ago, terrorists launched a brazen attack.
The Indian city of Mumbai is in chaos following a series of terrorist attacks.
There you go. You heard a big blast right now inside the Taj Hotel.
For 3 days, the world watched as 10 men laid siege to targets around the Indian city of Mumbai, including the iconic Taj Hotel. When it was over, 166 people were dead.
The attackers were well armed and well prepared to launch what some here are calling India's 9/11.
The man in Lahore was one of the plotters of the attack. His name was David Coleman Headley. He was an American. As a teenager, he lived in Philadelphia with his mother.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Khyber Pass Pub at 2nd and Chestnut Streets. We are live tonight.
She was a local celebrity who ran a popular bar after divorcing David's Pakistani father. At the bar, they called him the Prince, but the Prince had a dark side. 2 years after these images were taken, he was a heroin addict and a budding drug smuggler. He was in and out of trouble with the law. And in 1988, he got busted at an airport carrying $5 million worth of heroin. Very quickly, Headley cut a deal. He sold out his partners in crime and eventually became an informant for the DEA.
He just turns around immediately and betrays everybody when it's convenient for him. Basically, it's survival for himself.
In early 2000, his life took a fateful turn. While working for the DEA, he took one of several unauthorized trips to Pakistan, his father's homeland, where Headley had spent part of his childhood. He fell in with a militant Islamist group called Lashkar-e-Taiba, dedicated to waging jihad against India and the West.
इस जंग में अल्लाह के सारे ही दुश्मन मगरिब मशरिक इस्लाम दुश्मन तमाम सलीबी यहूदी सब इकट्ठे
What's unusual for him is that he joins the jihad at the age of 40. He already has a whole history of being a drug dealer, working for the DEA. He's got numerous wives, sometimes at the same time. The ideology is secondary to him being an adrenaline freak. He just likes the adventure. He loves the game. He loves the game.
The DEA says it deactivated Headley in 2002. By then, he was already training, studying ideology and jihad, and later learning about espionage. And he had a major advantage: Caucasian features and an American passport. Over a 4-year period, he evolved into the perfect terrorist. His Lashkar commanders took notice, and in 2005 chose him for a critical mission. For the next 2 years, David Coleman Headley would travel in and out of India, helping to scout targets for a terrorist attack. Officers in the ISI, Pakistan's notorious spy agency, helped direct his reconnaissance and develop the plot. As Headley worked, the attack plan grew more elaborate.
And what starts out as this 1 to 2 person hit and run attack against the Taj Mahal Hotel becomes this 10-person multiple target attack of the kind that Lashkar-e-Taiba has never launched before.
With a video camera, Headley traced the routes and picked the targets for the attack: the Taj Mahal Hotel, the Leopold Cafe, the Oberoi Hotel, the Chabad House Jewish Center, and the busiest rail station in Mumbai. With his work done, Headley went back to Lahore.
This is a huge, massive fire that is on top.
And calmly watched TV as 166 innocent people died.
This is possibly the most well-coordinated.
Indian officials describe this as a professional and highly coordinated terrorist.
Almost a year later, the FBI arrested him as he was planning an attack in Denmark. Only then did they learn the extent of his role in the Mumbai attacks.
I mean, I know you have plenty of evidence against me because we're not making any arrests.
Headley cut himself another deal, sharing with the authorities his knowledge about the workings of Lashkar-e-Taiba and the ISI.
That's probably going to be plus for me, and also then for you.
For his role in the murder of 166 people, he is serving 35 years in prison.
That's not enough.
Mumbai, 26 November 2008. 10 terrorists who entered Mumbai attacked different places, shooting and killing people at random. Though caught unawares, the police swung into action. Roadblocks were put at various places. One such point was Girgaon Chowpatty. And Tukaram Gopal Omble was assigned to this checkpoint, something that he informed his family about too. On the phone with his family constantly, Omble kept himself updated about the attacks around the city.
पापा को आधे घंटे में पापा फोन करते थे तो हम टीवी पे न्यूज़ में देखकर पापा को बताते थे। लास्ट टाइम हमने 12:30 बजे पापा को फ़ोन किया था। पापा ने हमको फ़ोन किया था तो पापा बोले कि छोटी बहन के साथ बात हुई। छोटी बहन को पापा बोले कि सुबह कॉलेज में मत जाना और सुबह मैं जल्दी आ जाऊँगा। मम्मी के साथ बात हुई और मेरे साथ भी। तो मैंने लास्ट टाइम पापा को कहा था कि आप आगे मत जाना, तो पापा बोले थे कि नहीं बेटा, यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं है, सुबह मैं हमेशा की तरह जल्दी आ जाऊँगा। और बाद में कहा कि अभी फ़ोन नहीं करना। तो मैंने फ़ोन रखा और थोड़ी देर के बाद पापा के साथ मतलब मैंने फ़ोन रखा और मुझे मालूम पड़ा कि टेररिस्ट की गाड़ी वहाँ पर आ गई।
And it was soon after that call that a silver Skoda reached his checkpost. On reaching Mumbai, the terrorists had split up into groups. Two terrorists, Ajmal Kasab and Abu Ismail, had opened fire at the CST railway station. After killing over 50 people, they then killed police officers Hemant Karkare, Ashok Kamte and Vijay Salaskar and took charge of their police chief.
It's awful.
Compelled to abandon the police squalors, the two terrorists then hijacked a Skoda car, and soon they were heading towards Omble's checkpost. As soon as the terrorist accused reached the checkpoint, the police party ordered them to shut off the headlights. On realizing that there was no way out, the two terrorists opened fire. In the exchange of fire, co-driver Abu Ismail was shot dead. At this point, Omle, who had made his way towards the driver's side, caught hold of Kasab's AK-47. In retaliation, Kasab opened fire. Omle took all the bullets. And even though he collapsed, he did not let go of Kasab's gun. This allowed his team members to reach and overpower Kasab and catch him alive. Unfortunately, ASI Tukaram Omle succumbed to his bullet wounds.
सुबह मालूम पड़ा कि पापा को एडमिट किया है। जो बड़ी बहन का फ़ोन आया तो बोली कि पापा को एडमिट किया है। तो मैं बोली कि तू झूठ बोल रही है, तुझे मालूम नहीं कल टेररिस्ट आए थे हमारे मुंबई में, उसके लिए कुछ हो गया होगा। तो मैंने फ़ोन रखा तो पापा के चाचा वगैरह सब आ गए, मतलब मेरे चाचा वगैरह। तो उन्होंने बोला कि पापा सीरियस है बहुत, पापा को गोली लगी है। तो मतलब थोड़ी-थोड़ी देर के बाद उन्होंने बताया कि पापा अभी नहीं रहे।
The Mumbai siege continued for the next 3 days, and Omble's sacrifice got lost in the continuing attack. But for his daughter, getting her father his due credit then became the most important thing for her. Tukaram Omble was awarded the Ashoka Chakra, the highest award for courageous action and self-sacrifice.
कोई भी लोग बोलते थे ना कि आपको 4 में से एक बेटा चाहिए होता, तो बोलते थे कि नहीं मेरी बेटियां अच्छी, मेरी बेटियां बेटे जैसी है हमेशा। हमारे रक्षाबंधन के दिन हमको भाई नहीं है तो हमको कुछ मतलब फील न करे, इसलिए पापा को हम राखी बांधते थे। वो बोलते थे कि मुझे राखी बांधाओ, ऐसे हम। तो हमने कहा कि कभी ना कभी सबको एक ना एक दिन ऊपर जाना है, तो पापा मिलेंगे तो पापा क्या बोलेंगे कि मेरे लिए तूने क्या किया, तब उनको आंसर देना होगा ना। तो इसलिए कहा कि अब मैं पापा के लिए लड़ूंगी, मतलब जो पापा ने किया है काम, उसके लिए लोगों के सामने लाऊंगी कि मेरे पापा ने ये किया है।
ASI Tukaram Omble is no more, and if it was not for him, the Mumbai police could not have captured the sole terrorist alive. The only source of first-hand information about the perpetrators behind the heinous attacks. Something that Mumbai and India will not forget easily.
आज भी हमारे घर में जो दिवाली का फेस्टिवल नहीं बन रहा है, तो हमारे मुंबई के लोग घर पे आकर उन्होंने जो उनके घर में मिठाई वगैरह लाकर दी थी। मतलब हम जिसे पहचानते भी नहीं, वो लोग हमारे घर पे आकर गए। तो अच्छा लगा कि देश के नागरिक को हमारे लिए मतलब हमको मतलब पहचानते, मतलब हमको एहसास है, उनको एहसास है कि उन्होंने देश के लिए इतना किया, तो हमारा भी कुछ फर्ज है, हम भी कुछ कर सकते तो करेंगे।
Oh my god, this was so traumatic to watch. I have also seen that movie Hotel Mumbai, which was based on these true events. I had nightmares after watching that movie. I just cannot imagine. We should not forget the brave heroes that saved lives on that day, one of which was mentioned in the video, Tukaram Omble, who caught the Pakistani terrorists alive. All of the terrorists were given red thread to tie around their wrists and given identity cards with Hindu names and addresses. Posing as Hindus, the Pakistani Islamist organizations wanted them all to die in the attack so that there would be no evidence to suggest they were anything else but Hindu. Catching Kasab was the biggest breakthrough for Mumbai police. Had he not been caught alive, the whole world would have been led to believe that this was a Hindu terrorist attack. We can just imagine how malicious their intentions were to not only defame Hinduism, but destroy Bharat from the inside out. So I hope that we learn this important lesson, because history tends to repeat itself if we don't. Okay guys, that's it. Keep supporting me. Ram Ram.